My name is Dale Wilhite. I live in the French Palmer in Mountain Village, Colorado. If you want to find anything about me, you can do so on MySpace. This here has to do with sperm counts. This has to do with an idea that I came up with as a teenager to help reduce making unwanted babies, of course we men making unwanted babies. And I hope that both men and women see this very short video I'm making here and can learn something from it, even though you do need to do some more research. I'm just going to give you kind of like a foundation here. Simply put, there is a way that men can participate in birth control that I believe would help stop quite a few unwanted pregnancies in this world. It simply has to do with a sperm count. When you get sperm count, I believe you're supposed to, a physician will tell you to abstain for a certain amount of time. Don't eat a banana. I don't know, there's some that say don't eat a banana. You're not supposed to drink coffee for a certain amount of time. It might be 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours before you have a sperm count. You're not supposed to sit in any hot water or a hot sauna before a sperm count. Well, if you did all those things on a daily basis, or within every 3 days, at least some of those, that might help reduce the chance of making an unwanted baby. Because if your sperm count is going to be incorrect, if you do those things, then it only reasons that if you have a sexual encounter, and let's say no birth control is used, and it's just one of those things, your chances of making a baby are at least less than if you did not do those things. You're trying to do the opposite of what they tell you to do. They tell you don't abstain, then don't abstain. Of course, that's a personal thing. I'm not getting any details on that one for sure. A physician will tell you not to drink coffee. Well, drink coffee every day. Some tell you not to eat a banana. I don't know why. Well, eat a banana every day. If you're going to have a sexual encounter, if you are sexually active, is what I'm basically saying here. That's what I'm referring to. Simply put, do some research. Go on the internet and look up and study what is it that a male is not to do before a sperm count. And I've just given you some ideas. Again, it varies from physician to physician or testers. And then determine, can you do those things in your daily life if you're sexually active. Now, if this is a lady watching this video, then this is something you would have to relate to your husband or boyfriend if you're sexually active. Of course, if you're married, you better be. But if you're single, and you can teach him a way to reduce the chances of getting pregnant if by some chance you have an encounter in which there is no birth control. Now, again, this is not foolproof, and it should not be dependent upon. I'm just simply stating that there is a way to lower the chances, to bring the risk down. But you can still get pregnant either way. There's no guarantee. So that's basically all I'm simply saying is that, you should do whatever the physician tells the man to do before he has a sperm count, that male should be doing in his daily life to a certain point. And that's just something between a man and a woman that they have to work out among themselves, because that's a very personal thing. And it's going to be very difficult for some women to tell some guys, some of these things here, well, I want you to do this, and that's going to be a little bit of a problem. That's why this is a very individual thing, and each man and each woman have to, or I should say couple, have to deal with something like this on their own. But it is a way that can help reduce unwanted babies. It's just like that. I think sitting in a sauna or a hot bath before a sexual encounter is one little way to reduce it, even if you're using birth control or condoms or so forth. You just want to lower the risk. But you need to do some good research first, and the internet's filled with everything you would need. All I want to do here is just provide the foundation, not go into the details, since I'm not an expert on this, obviously. But that's something that you as an individual must do. And if you're a couple, then you as a couple must do this. And come to your own conclusion. And if you have access to a physician or something and have the ability to ask things like this, then that's what you want to do. You want to be 100% certain. Again, I'm just providing a foundation, an alternative, another way to hopefully reduce some of the unwanted pregnancies here in America. Anyway, that's basically all there is to it, and I just hope it helps some, because it really bothers me to see so many women out there running around with no husbands, pregnant, and just in a big mess. And I also believe this would also reduce abortions in America, because if you have less unwanted babies being made, obviously you're going to have less abortions in this country, and that's a plus right there. And it's going to take more money out of Planned Parenthood's pocket, and as much as I can take out of the pocket, I would love to. But this is one way to do it, and it's an individual thing. It has nothing to do with the courts, has nothing to do with the law, has nothing to do with whether you're pro-choice or pro-life. It just has to do with the fact that there is a way to stop making so many unwanted babies, hopefully. But again, research this very carefully, and it shouldn't take long. And again, if you have access to a physician, talk to him or talk to her and find out what's best and what will work. That way you can be certain. But again, nothing is foolproof. Thank you for your time.